Okay, good morning. So here in today's next 30 minutes, we will discuss how to create classes, how to create objects in C++. Before that, we will write a simple program for addition of physics, chemistry, mathematics marks using procedure-oriented way. Okay, so I open Turbo C++ editor and TC editor is there. So it is already open. File, new file. I'll hit enter. So let us write the program for addition of physics, chemistry, mathematics mark. Clear? So here include iostream.h. Okay. Include conio.h. int main. Then your CLR, SCR, clear screen, int physics marks, chemistry marks, mathematics mark, total, okay, float, average, okay. Write down cout. I assume here already you know basics of C++, okay, slash n, enter physics, chemistry and maths marks. Okay. In C++, every statement should be terminated by semicolon. Your physics for physics marks variable, chemistry for chemistry marks, C for chemistry, M for mathematics work. Okay. What is the algorithm here? Here, what is our algorithm? These are comment in C++. Algorithm is input physics marks, chemistry marks, mathematics marks. Okay. Then next is total equal to sum of physics marks, chemistry marks, mathematics marks. Your average equal to total divided by 3. Okay. And here print total comma average. So this is the algorithm. In every program there is algorithm. So how many variables are there? Physics, chemistry, mathematics, total, average. There are 5 variables. So here we have declared 5 variables. PCMT stands for physics, chemistry, mathematics, total. As average will be float. It will contain the fraction. That's why data types in C++ are float. Float average. So here, so whatever are the inputs, we are taking the input from the user. We will calculate value of total with the help of physics, chemistry, mathematics marks. We will calculate the value of average with the help of total, and we will print the total and average. Okay. So here total equal to physics plus chemistry plus mathematics. Okay. And your average equal to total divided by 3. And cout slash n total and average are okay. I can write like this also, total equal to here T and average equal to A, B, G. Write down get ch. See, we are using this conio.ch. We are using conio.ch to clear the screen, because when we run the output in Turbo C++, we get the previous screen program output also. That's why we are clearing the screen and we are immediately getting the output. So for that we need conio.h file. Okay. If you are using setw also, then we also need conio.h. So here first I save the program. You have to save the program, and here I write what should I write? Mark sheet. Mark sheet dot cpp. Extension dot c++. Run the code. For error, iostream.th, unable to open the file. iostream.th. Include stream.th. It should be statement missing. Okay. Run the code. Run the code. Enter physics, chemistry, mathematics mark. Physics suppose mark. Suppose we are considering marks out of 100. So 70, 60, 80. Total is 210. Average is 70. Okay. Clear? Now my next step is I will convert. This is a procedure oriented program. There is no functions are there. There is no object classes are there. It's a simple program in C++. Now I will convert the same program into function. Okay, I'm going in very simple way. I'm teaching this concept to you. Now I will convert the same program using function. Okay, I'll tap save as. Okay, mark sheet. Okay, using function dot cpp. What happened? Okay, mark sheet function using function. Now what I will do, I will define one function here. Already in last lecture we have discussed how to declare the function, how many parameters to pass, what are the return parameters. If you are missing that lecture, I have already uploaded the video of that concept on YouTube. Okay, so here what I will do, I will write the program. Okay, void calculate total. Okay, calculate total int physics marks, int chemistry marks, int mathematics marks. Okay, and here what I write, define total int total equal to physics plus chemistry plus mathematics marks. Here in the same program, I can calculate average load, average equal to total divided by 3. Clear? And here, whatever statement is there, I just write the statement here. Total equal to, my variable is total, average equal to AVG. Okay, so this is a function which prints total average. So here what I'll write, inside function. Inside function. Now I call the function. What is my next step? My next step is calculate total function call. That's it. Here I write calculate total, and here pass the parameter physics, chemistry, mathematics. That's it. Clear? Now you will get total average 2 times. First time using normal way, second time using function. Take a syntax error. Okay. Physics marks 90, chemistry marks 80, mathematics marks 70. Total is 14136. असं कसं झालं? 14136. काय चुकलं आपलं? PCM. Anybody can tell me what is the error? Return value. Okay. So see here, total is 12 plus 12, 24 plus 24, 48, average is 16. So this is the output without function. And second is, we have written the same program using function. Clear? It's very simple. Now I will convert the same program using classes and objects. So I'm just teaching you how to map the same program using classes and objects. Try to understand. Okay. So here I can create one more function. Okay. Here calculate average. And here, see, already I have calculated total. Okay, just let me save this program. I save this program. Now I save as, okay, mark sheet, function, two different function. Okay. Mark sheet, function, two function. Okay, now what I do, I will write another function which will accept is total as input here. Total as input, and it will calculate average here. Okay. It will calculate average equal to TOT. Now my variable name is TOT, and here I will print its average. Now I assume already you are good in the function. If you are not good, see my last video. You will understand whatever I am doing now. Because we have to write the same program using C++. So next and next 10 to 20 minutes, you will learn C++. It's my promise. So here, so what I need to do here, I need to return the total from this function. Try to understand this. When this function will calculate total, whatever total it calculates, okay, whatever total it will calculate, that total should be assigned to this function here, calculate average. Here that should be calculate average. Okay, so here it must return the value. It should be now in. Here I remove this, and here write down return total. Okay, return total, it will return the total, and that total will be assigned as a parameter to calculate average. Clearly? So here I copy this function name, calculate average, so that I will not make any mistakes. And when I call the function, here I just declare one more variable, comma, total of function. Okay, here I calculate total of function equal to, okay. Now here I got the total of the function. I have to pass this value as a parameter to which function? Tell me. Average. So in this way, you can use one function result to others.
Hello, sir.
Okay, let me complete this. Then we'll clear the doubts. First, let me complete the program. Because we have some less time. I will clear your doubts. It's my promise to you. Let me complete this entire code. You note down your doubts in your notebook. I'm happy to clear your doubts. Okay. Just give me 20 more minutes, because we are running out of time now after 15 minutes. So here I calculate average. So what I do here, a total function, and here I separately save this average of this as P average. Okay, and here what I do, P average. So what happened now? Understand very carefully. Now this function returns the total. That value is assigned to total function variable, which we have declared here, total function. Fine. And afterwards, we have defined one more function, calculate average, which takes input as total of physics, chemistry, mathematics mark that we get here. And here we pass this as a parameter of the function, t function, okay? And here we get the average here. Now what is my next job? My next job is print the total and average for this. Shift, okay. So here write down after function, okay. Here this will calculate total function total. I will get t fun. Now variable is changed, t fun, okay. And here I print the t fun, and here I better put one more slash n, and after function average, okay. And here t underscore avg, okay. Again I repeat what happens. See, we have one function of name calculate total which accept physics, chemistry, mathematics, marks, variable name of physics, phy, chem, math, okay. Here we calculate the total assigned, return, and that total is passed as a parameter to this function, and that value is TOT. The TOT is there which calculate average equal to TOT by 3. In this way, here I get the average, okay. Okay, that this should be not wide. This is a small mistake here. See, its return type is not integer, it's wide. So here my mistake is calculate average. Okay, so I make this comment here because the return type of calculate average is wide, not int. I will convert the same program into int. I will show it to you. Don't worry about this. So in this way, I run the program. Okay, I hope this should run. Unknown directory C out. Okay. This should be the comment. Statement missing. Okay. And the code. Good. So 35. Now see here, total is 105, average is 35. We are calling after function total 105, average 35. So I just summarize the thing here. What happened here? We have taken the physics, chemistry, mathematics marks. Call this function calculate total. It calculates the function, total function, and this acts as a parameter. We are passing this total function that is assigned to which variable? TOT, and here we get the average. Clear? Eh? If I want to convert this program into int, return type as int, then I can convert it. So the function return.cpp. Here, if I make it as a float, and I will say here, just delete this line, return average. I'm just revising your functions also by this, and here I can now take the average variable total average. Here here result is saved in T average. Now I hope I have shown you the program in multiple ways. Now we are going to convert the same program into function. Our lecture would be extended, so take your lunch during this lecture now. Okay, chances that our lecture may be extended. 50, 60, 70. Okay, total 180, average 60. After function, total 180, average 60. Okay, now I will convert the same program into C++ using object. Now remember everything, try to understand. First, I will clear the basics. I will write some basics program of classes objects. Then I will convert this entire program into C++. So next 25 to 30 minutes are very, very crucial, important. Be attentive. Please don't see your mobile. Do not divert from your lecture. Clear? Eh? Okay. Chalo. Now, what is class objects? I take help of some of the website so that we can speed up our learning. Okay. C++ class and objects. Okay. So what is C++? C++ is object-oriented programming language. Everything in C++ is associated with class and objects. But in C++, we can write procedure-oriented code also. C++, now whatever code we have written is now procedure-oriented code. There is no objects. So in C++, I can write procedure-oriented as well as object-oriented. Okay, so I will convert the same program to object-oriented. So along with its attributes and methods. Okay, for example, in real life, a car is an object. When I say I have a car, suppose you say, sir, I have a car. Then your friend asks, okay, wow, great. What is the color of the car? What is the price of the car? What are the features of the car? What is the model of the car? How much kilometer? So they ask lots of questions. So your car may be of Maruti. Your car may be of Fiat company. Your car may be of different company. So there may be a car which has same feature. There are 4 wheels are there. Okay, car body is there. There is a 5th wheel as a stepney. But features are different. So car is an object. It has attributes such as weight and color. In the same way, everything is object in the world. Like a human being is an object. We can associate the attribute like color of that human being, height, weight, profession. Or another example is this room is also object, length of the object, breadth of the object, height of the object. So in this way, in AGGS College, Nanded, Maharashtra, India, we have 100 rooms with 100 features, 100 length, 100 width, 100 height. Clear what is object? So we are creating the attributes in classes. Now we create the object of the class. So with every attribute, there are methods. Okay. We call that method as functions also. So how to create the objects in the C++? So remember this thing now, we have to write this class is the keyword, public is the keyword, and these are data types in C word. So how to create the class? Class name. These are user-defined name. User-defined name. Here it is. Class is a keyword used to create a class, my class. So you can write any name. You can write class Balaji, class AGGS, class car, class student, class room. Okay, class space room. And here afterwards, you have to write private and public. I will explain in detail what is private, what is public. It's called as access specifier. We specify that members of the classes are accessible from outside the class. Means what? Whatever data members and member functions I define in public, I can access its value outside the class. I will explain with the help of example. Try to understand this. These are theoretical part. So inside the class, there is integer, my variable, my number, string, my string. So what is the attributes? My number is of type integer, my string of type string. Okay. And at last, end the class defined with semicolon. Every class must be ended with semicolon. Clear? Okay. So what I do now, I just write the program. Okay. The program. Let me note down this program name because I have to open this program after d3.cpp. Okay, fine. Now I create new program. Okay, I paste the program. Okay. So here, what are the keywords? Class, my class, public. Okay. So class. First, you write here include iostream.h, include new.h, okay, int main, and okay, this is your program. So what I say, you have to define the class outside void main. So write down here class, my class, okay, write down here public all should be smaller. You cannot make a capital P or capital C. Whatever is the rules, you must follow the rules. Int, okay. Suppose I take physics, chemistry, mathematics. We will start directly the program. Physics, chemistry, mathematics. Okay. And here I end the class. That's it. Run the code. First I save the code. So here class 1.c++. Okay. So here is written C. The public keyword is access specifier. Okay. So here all the data member function or public classes are accessible from outside the class. Means what? I can directly access PCM. For that I have to create the object. First create the object. So here class, my class, public, my class space class name, my class space class name. Here what is my object? My class space object name, my object. And here how to access the class variable? Object dot data members. Not understand? Object dot data members. So what I do, I just rearrange the window so that, okay. So here you can see here okay. This should be the window. See here, object, my object. So what I do, I create the object, my class. Now in my class, M is capital, C is capital. So my class, okay, my object, obj, O is capital. Suppose I write here A. What is A? A is the object name. So here I can write A dot physics marks as 30, A dot chemistry marks as 40, A dot math mark as 50. Okay. What is next? Int total, float, average. It's very simple. Total equal to A physics plus A chemistry plus A math. Okay. I maximize the window. And here float average equal to total divided by 3. Okay. And here cout dash m total is dash t cout average is AVG. Can I revise the concept? What I have done? I have created a class with the help of class keyword, class, my class. There are no private member. I will convert the same program using private member. Don't worry. Currently, I am showing public in physics, chemistry, mathematics. Class, my class. Here now you have to define the class outside void main. And here class name is my class and create the object comma A dot physics marks, A dot chemistry mark, A dot mathematics mark, total, average, rest of the things are same. Only the thing is, I cannot write directly physics. Try to understand. This is a mistake. You'll get the error. P is inaccessible. Whenever I want to use public member, I must use the object dot method. Clear? So here I run the code now. 4 errors. iostream.h. Again, I have made the same iostream. I think my R is stream.h. 2 errors, multiple average. Okay. AVG1. Here this should be return 0. Return 0. Run the code. What happened again? Okay, previous code is uploaded. Alt F5. Now see the output. Total is Alt run. Here it should be get ch. I forgot to include, sorry, get ch. And here it should be CLRSCR. Clear screen. Total is 120, average 40. I have converted simple program of physics, chemistry, mathematics using classes and objects. Any doubts? If you have any doubts, just write down the doubts in your notebook. I clear all the doubts, don't worry. Now what I will do, I will take the input from user. म्हणजे काय? इथं प्रत्येक वेळेस प्रोग्राम जो आहे ना, तो युजर कडनं इनपुट घेत नाही, स्टॅटिक घेतोय. I can create a program which will take input from user. I can create multiple class B. Again, write on the same code. That's it. Control insert. Okay. Write down shift insert. What is the object name? Here the object C. There are second object name B. B dot physics marks. B dot chemistry mark. B dot mathematics mark. Change it to 130, 140, 150. So here no need to declare. Already we have declared total and average. So here total is there, average is the, already I have declared average. Okay. So already T declared, average is declared. Okay, fine. Run the code. What I have done, I have created second object of name B, assign physics, chemistry, mathematics marks, calculate total, calculate average. That's it. Here. Okay, some mistake is there. Average 130, 140, 150, total. What mistake happened? Okay, the mistake is I have not added B object physics mark, B object chemistry mark, B object mathematics mark. Now I'll get the output. Clear? Samajla? Okay, fine. Now the problem is that whenever I run the code, so in the same way I can create here one more object C. I don't understand this. Again here C dot physics mark, C dot chemistry mark, C dot mathematics mark, total equal to C dot A plus C dot B plus C dot C, average, and print the grade. Okay. Or I can create array of classes. Means what? Here I can create array of classes. Using the for loop, here use for loop for, okay, should I write a program for array of classes? Okay, just do one thing. I will convert this program to array of classes. Because these are very important concept. Samjhat nahi lawkar. Let me check its validity. Okay, this works. Now I convert into array of classes. Okay. And you will get the source code of all this code. Don't worry. Do not waste your time in writing the code. Class 2. CLA class 2.C++. Okay. Now what I do, I convert the same code into array of classes. Here, what I will do? Int I. Simply write on the for loop. For I equal to 0, I less than 3, 0, 1, 2. I create only for 3 classes. Huh? Plus I. And here, A of I object, okay, A of I, calculate total array, okay, let it total average. Or I can create total array here, total array P of 10 and average. Okay, so here what I should do, total I equal to A of I physics, A of I chemistry, A of I mathematics, here total I, and here average I. And calculate here total I, calculate here average I. That's it. What I have done now, I have created array of objects. Suppose I have 10 students. So simply write this program 10 times. This for loop will take input for 10 times. Now the problem is that our physics, chemistry, mathematics marks are always constant here. This is the problem. We will see what happens here. What I do, cout -n -n. Run the code. Convert into my class. What happened? My class, okay, of 10. Okay, that should be, this is the integer array, and this should be float array. This is the end of for loop bracket. Okay, end of for loop. Clear? But the problem is that my physics, chemistry, mathematics are always constant. So what I should do? Write down one cout statement here. Cout. Okay. -n, enter physics, chemistry, and math mark. In A of I physics, A of I chemistry, here A of I mathematics. That's it. Now what happened now? Now your input is taken from the user. I will convert the same program to OOPS using private member now. So be attentive now. Enter physics, chemistry, mathematics for first object. Suppose 34, 45, 64. 55. Here, now what I have done? Using class and object, only using public access specifier, I have converted the program into OOPS. Now what I will do, I will use now private, I will use the data member and member functions now. I will teach you what is member function. Now we are writing the program only using public. Now I will write the private. Now see what happened now. Okay, clear है? समझ order? 1 1 1 2 2 2 3 3 3 3 3 3. Okay, fine. So what I do now? Class 2. Okay. So what I will do? I will open class 1 program. Class 1. Open class 1. Dot star.cpp. Class 1.cpp. Okay. Now what I will do? I will convert the same program using member function. Now let us take the help of website. What is member function? See here. So here multiple objects. Okay. We are here. We have taken this example class, my class, my number, my string. Here we have created multiple objects. Class, my class or my object. Okay. My object dot my number, my object dot my string. ठीक आहे. हे आपण फिजिक्स केमिस्ट्री मॅथमॅटिक्स घेतले. इथे काय घेतलेलं आहे? माय नंबर आणि माय स्ट्रिंग घेतले. क्लिअर आहे? सो हियर मल्टिपल ऑब्जेक्ट्स. आता आपण जे सांगितले तेच इथे एक्झाम्पल घेतलं बघा. BMW, फोर्ड त्याचे प्रॉपर्टी इथे आउटपुट केलेलं आहे. दॅट्स इट. नेक्स्ट आहे. क्लिअर आहे? आता काय करायचं आपल्याला? डेटा मेंबर फंक्शन क्लास मेथड. ओके. So methods are functions that belongs to the class. There are two ways to define the function: inside class, outside class. Okay. म्हणजे काय? Here we are defining the function in public. As we define the function in C++, in the same way we have to define the function. See here, class my class, void my method. क्लास नाव माय क्लास आहे. डेटा मेंबर काहीच नाहीये. डायरेक्टली मेंबर फंक्शन आहे. void my method cout hello world. काय केलेलं आहे? ऑब्जेक्ट डॉट what is the function name? My method. Object dot function name my method. Object dot my method. So when you run the code, what do you get? Hello world. Clear? This is simple program. Don't get confused. To print hello world using C++ object. That's it. काय केलेलं आहे? In public, we have defined one function as we define in C++. Define the function and access the function with the help of object name. My object dot method. What is the object name? Method name my method. My object dot my method. म्हणजे काय करू? So I just write the same program, then you will understand. So here what I do, I just write the same program here. Okay. So what should I do? Here, let me correct. So here in public, I define one method, void my method, okay, bracket, okay, cout hello world inside my method. Clear? And here end of this bracket. That's it. Now what should I do? Object dot function. So now access this a dot my method. That's it. Clear है? क्या केला अपन? You written the same code. Now run the code. I just save the program, run the code, see what output I get. I'll run the code. Hello world inside my method. So you get this output. Clear है? क्या केलेला है? Inside public, we have defined one function as we define in C++. And I call the function with the help of object dot method. What is the object name? A dot method is my method. Clear? Eh? In the same way, I can write b dot my method here. Here also, I can write b dot my method here. B dot my method. My method. run the code. Clear? Yes, it's very simple. Now what I have to do, I have to calculate this total average values inside my function. So I save this program as class 11, class 11. .cpp. Or here I can define one more method. Again, I define one more method. Okay. Here, method 2 inside method 2. Okay. What is method? What is my function name? Method 2. Here again I can call the same function. Don't do the mistake. This is this. Just copy this method 2, and when you run the code, because these are common mistakes, you should avoid a dot my method 2 and here bracket. Run the code.
Sir, A capital.
Here inside method 2. So in this way, I can define any number of method inside public and call object dot that method name. Clear? Okay. Now my next job is now I have to calculate physics, chemistry, mathematics marks total average inside my function. Clear? So what should I do? It's very simple. What should we do? Now I just remove this function, otherwise you'll be confused. And here, what I will do, tell me. Here, write down, simple. It's very simple. Cout int P11. And here P11 equal to physics marks plus chemistry marks plus mathematics marks, and here is P11. See, physics, PCM, all are public. So public data members are directly accessible in public member function. Directly, no need to pass the parameter. Again, I repeat, here we are not passing any parameter because public data members are directly accessible in public member function. That's why here physics, chemistry, mathematics are directly accessible. Here I get a total, here I get the average. So let us calculate total. Run the code. Statement missing. Here. Total 14086. Just a minute. What happened? Let me check. In physics, chemistry, mathematics, T11 physics plus chemistry plus mathematics. So 30 plus 40 plus 50. What I do, I remove this method now. I keep only one object. Okay, so that we can easily understand what is happening. So again, I remove this total average. A dot my method. Inside my method, let me check. 13962. What happened? Why do I get 13962?
Sir, that is the
Yes.
garbage value. Garbage value, sir.
What is the
सर
problem?
हमने वो 30, 40 और 50 एग्जीक्यूट मतलब फंक्शन कॉल करने के बाद हमने वो वैल्यूज लिए पीसीएम की, इसलिए वो उधर गैर्बेज वैल्यू आ रही सर.
Okay. Okay. Specifier is there. Okay, correct. So what is the method? I have to pass the parameter. Correct. इसका स्कोप जो है ना, आंसर इज करेक्ट. इसका स्कोप जो है ये मेन तक ही है, इसका स्कोप. ठीक है. अगर मैं इसको प्राइवेट करूंगा ना, अगर मैं इसी को ना अगर मैं प्राइवेट करूंगा ये पब्लिक के जगह पे, इफ आई मेक इट प्राइवेट, PRIVATE प्राइवेट, प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो जाएगा. मैं करके दिखाता हूँ, डोंट वरी अबाउट इट. ओके, you are right. So I need to pass the parameter public. So here pass here as int a1 comma int a2 comma int a3. I'm taking some random variable, don't get confused. Huh? So a1 for physics, a2 for chemistry, and here a3 for mathematics. Okay, and here int a2 t11, and here when I run the code, here you pass the values of नहीं गलती यहाँ पे हो गई शायद. just let me correct this. I got the error. Actually we are calling the function before object initialization. Here we are calling the function before object initialization. That's why I'm getting the error. Undefined symbol a11. Okay. Correct. No, it's correct. Understood what happened? Actually, problem was that I am calling the function before object initialization. Here I am calling the function before I am assigning the value. That's why I'm getting the garbage error. Clear? Now understood what happened? Public data member are accessible in public member function directly. Public data members are directly accessing public member function, but private are not accessible. Clear? So here, in this way, we have created the program. Again, I write the program for calculating. This is the program for I just change it. Calculate total. Calculate C total. Okay. And here, what I do, comma total. And here I write float average. So I define one more variable, total, and float average. Here what I have done, here I have calculated total here. Total equal to A11 total equal to physics marks plus chemistry marks plus mathematics marks. Okay, and here I print total. Here, what is T? T is data member, public data member. So here you calculate T. Now I define one more function for average. Control insert, shift insert. This is the program for average. Calculate average. Average. Here float A1. Here A1 equal to T divided by 3. What is T? Tell me, what is T? Here we have calculated T, total. So this T is directly accessible in this function. And here inside function, average is I will share the entire video with the source code, don't worry. Some of you may not be getting it. If you are not good in the function, then you will not understand it. I assume you are good in function. I assume. I may be wrong. If you are not practice, so definitely you will have the problem. C total, C average. Now call the function A dot C total A dot C average. Total average AVG. What will happen? Tell me. I'm calculating total with the help of this function. Calculating average with the help of this function. Now run the code. Clear? Okay. Now what I will do? I will change the access specifier now. Now next 10 minutes are very important. Do not lose the track. I'm going to convert the same program into private data members. Okay. So I save the program as class1 class112.cpp. No, I'll type save as class122. What I will do now, I will make it private. private. Here, I will make this function as public. Clear? What I have done? If I make it private, what happened now? These members, private members, are accessible only in public function, not in class. Means I cannot write now A.P, A.C, A.M. Note down in your notebook, private members are accessible only in public, not in the main. Write down this thing. I just write here. Private data members and member function are accessible only in public member function. Clear है? म्हणजे काय? Here I will get the error. Here I will get the error. See now, I get the error. I get the error that private members are not accessible in public. Now let us run the code. Not accessible. Not accessible. You see the error. Why? Because all are private. And I'm accessing private variable inside void main, not allowed. This is the security of objects. We are doing encapsulation of data member and member function under one name called as objects. So how to do it? It's very simple. Don't get confused. Create one function. Create one function here. What I do? I will create one function which will take input from the user here. Void input void. Okay. And here write down cout -n enter. Okay, I write the static code first. Okay. Physics equal to 20, chemistry equal to 30, math equal to 40. That's it. What happened? I have to call this object. So I have to call this function, input function. So here this is not allowed. So here I delete this statement, and here I write a dot input. Now tell me what will happen when I call this a dot input. This function is called, and as I told you, private data members are accessible in public member function. So that's why value of physics will be 20, chemistry 30, mathematics 40. The same value is accessible here. We get the total. And same value is accessible here. We get the average. Because private data members are accessible in public member function, not inside wide main. It's not allowed. Clear hai nahi hai? Now I'll just remove this. Okay? हे मी काढून टाकतो तुम्हाला. I hope this is understood now. Now I run the code. Great. Great. Total is 90, average is 30. Why do I get 90? What are the inputs? See here. 20 plus 30 plus 40, 40, 70, 70, 30, 20, 90. 90 भागे 3, 30. That's it. But my problem is every time physics marks, chemistry marks, mathematics marks are always 20, 30, 40. Then what should I do? Very simple. Okay. I again save this program. Class 111.cpp. Okay. And here simply write down cout /n, enter physics, chemistry, and math marks. C in physics, chemistry, math. That's it. Simple. एवढंच करायचं आपल्याला. What will happen? Tell me. User will enter the value. Enter physics marks 25, chemistry marks 25, math mark 55. Clear? It's very simple. Yes. So here we have defined the private members, private member data members, which are accessed in the public member function. Here we have taken C total for calculate total, C average for average. Here we are calling the function. Now what if I declare private member function? म्हणजे काय? If I define here void IP1, okay, or function private. Out /l inside private member function private. Now tell me, can I access this function private inside wide main? Yes or no? Yes or no?
No, no, sir.
Let us check it. माझा विश्वास ठेवायचा नाही. A dot now you get the error. Statement missing. What is the error? Not accessible. Access nahi hai, because that is a private data member. Private member functions are accessible only in public member function. That's it. So what should I do? Can you tell me where can I call this function? Yes, anyone can tell me. What I call karamu?
Sir, we can call it in public.
That's it. Call it here. In any public member function without the object. That's it. On the code. Inside private member function private. Clear? Eh? So I can access private member function inside public member function. That's it. Clear? Eh? It's very simple. So just try to understand the rules. Rules are very simple. So if you could understand the rules, and you can write any program in the world. And these are basics of C++. Once you understood basics, same basics are there in Java, same basics are there in Python, same basics are in PHP. But try to understand the basics. These basics are followed everywhere in the world in all programming language. Okay. So again, I save this program. Save as. Okay. Save as class 1. Okay. So again, what I do, I can take the user from void main also. Suppose I want to take input from user. What should I do? It's very simple. Pass the parameter int l, int m, int n, and here it's very simple. Okay. So I just skip this part now. One more thing is there. Okay. Okay. And here, comment this statement and write down simply. I need to copy this code. Control, insert. Okay. Here, physics equal to L. Chemistry, physics equal to L. Chemistry equal to M. Mathematics, mathematics equal to N. That's it. Now you know basics. Okay. I have defined one function with 3 parameters. Now pass the value for LMN from void main. So simply what you have to do now? It's very simple. Here write down. Define variable int physics 1, chemistry 1, mathematics 1 for mass for physics, chemistry, mathematics. Fine. Here write down or you have copied. C out, enter physics, chemistry, mathematics mark, C in, okay. And here this is P1, C1, M1. That's it. What is one more change? Input is a function which takes 3 parameters. Your input is void. I get the error. Let us see the error. Function prototype error. Okay. Input int. You are passing nothing. Pass physics 1, chemistry 1, mathematics 1. That's it. You are getting garbage value. Let me check what is the code. Physics, chemistry, math. Okay.
Sir,
okay.
M is overloaded.
What happened?
Sir, M 2 बार लिए हमने in the public.
LMN. Okay.
सब प्राइवेट में M पहले से ही है.
Okay. ये देखो ये ऐसी मिस्टेक होती है देखो. Here M is also there. Here M is also there. We feel that program is right, but program is logically wrong. Syntax is right, but here M is declared 2 times by mistake. So what should I do? M7. Okay. These are the mistakes which are very difficult to handle. Physics, chemistry, and here this should be mathematics marks. M, physics, L, M7, N. Okay. F2 alt R run. Great. Clear? I have explained all the possibility that may happen in class and objects. In how much time? In last 1.5 hour around. In this way, again, what can I do? Again, here I can take here integer. Okay, I can modify the same source code. Program can be written multiple ways. Here, this is only one object. Okay, write the same code for second object, B object. control insert, shift insert, and here just type B. Okay, you have to run the code. Now you get the object and this code 2 times. 23, 34, 34. Okay. But what is the problem here? We are passing the same value for physics, chemistry, mathematics for both object. What should I do? Tell me. Take the input one more time. Physics, chemistry, mathematics marks have been taken by only one time, and I'm passing the same parameter here. This is the mistake. These marks are passed again. So what should I do? Simply here write the same statement again. That's it. For object, write down here object B. Object B. Okay, for object B. Clear? It's very simple. Now I'll convert the same program to array of objects in next 1 minute. Array of objects. Okay, RTF, save as. Okay, class 1 array of object. It's very simple. Simply create array of objects by specifying its size, and here ask number of objects. Here take it as a NO number of objects, and here ask the user how many objects are there. See out. Okay, first I will make it static for, and here again I have to create array of objects for physics. No need. काही गरज नाही. काहीच गरज नाही आहे. I will tell you what you have to do. For I equal to 0, I less than 3, plus I. See out. Enter physics, chemistry, mathematics marks. See in, and here you have to pass here as AI. Here AI, and here that's it. End of for loop bracket. Understood what I have done? Don't get confused. Array of objects. I have created array of objects here. Array name is A10. I have repeated only how many times? 0, 1, 2, 3 times. Loop will be executed. Enter physics, chemistry, mathematics marks. Input, calculate, total gets here. That's it. Run the code. Undefined symbol I. So C++ we can declare like this also. This is the beauty of C++. 23, 23, 20. Okay. 45, 45, 45. Okay. 67, 67, 67. Clear? Eh? Loop is repeated 3 times. Suppose how many times I should ask the user, Baba, kiti object hai? 2 hai, 10 hai, 100 hai. Kasa karayचं? It's very simple. Take one variable. Ask the user, kiti आहेत inputs? विचारा त्याला, किती inputs आहेत? See out. Enter number of objects. That's it. See in NO, and here write down NO. That's it. Clear? Eh? Maximum I can enter 10 objects. Clear? Eh? I'll run the code. Errors, illegal structure operation. What happened? Okay, that should be integer. Undefined symbol I. Okay. Number of objects, suppose 4. Physics, chemistry, 12, 12, 12. Okay. 34, 34, 34. Okay. 56, 56, 56. 56, 56, 56. 67, 67, 67. That's it. What is the output? Clear? Eh? This is called an array of objects. But the problem is that here I cannot. Okay, that's it. Physics marks, chemistry marks, mathematics marks. total average. Okay. Again, I can save this program. I can modify the program. Class 1 array of object return type. Okay. आता मी काय करतो, I will spend 5 more minutes. Here I am printing total. Here I return it int. I make it int. Okay. So here cout, instead of cout, I can print inside function also, and here return p. Clear है? What I have done? समझ लो मैं क्या केले? Our return type is integer. So what should happen when I call c total? When I call c total, here you must have one variable, total 3. Okay, I'm taking some random name, don't get confused. And here it should be tot3. Here you can print cout -n total is. Yes, I'm explaining in different way how can you write the program. That's it. tot3. Clear है? काय केलेलं आहे मी? Yes or no? And the code statement missing. Number of object 2. Clear. Clear है? Now total is written in the main, not inside the classes. Clear है? Now I am now pausing the lecture for next 1 minute. Let me know any doubts you have. If you have any doubts, I will clear you. I'm happy to clear your doubts. Let me know how many students are there, because we have extended the lecture around 1 hour, almost. Okay. समझलं का? किती जण समझलं? Say yes. Type in Google yes. I will share entire source code. I will share this video on YouTube. I will put entire code on GitHub. So let me know. किती जण आता समजलं? पहिले समजलं नव्हतं ना? किती जण समजलं? Write down yes. We have understood. Now we are confident. We are very confident for programming now. Object-oriented programs. फक्त एवढा जण समजलं, बाकीच्यांना नाही समजलं? असं कोणी याला समजलं नाही? असं कोणी आहे का ज्यांना समजलं नाही? Is there anybody who is there who do not understood? Yes, we need the practice. Yes, definitely. Okay, मग थांबायचं इथं आपण. I will share the entire source code on. I will put entire source on GitHub. I will create the video on YouTube. I will share the video with you also. Don't worry about it. ठीक है? Now you are expected to create the program of stack using C++, infix to postfix using C++, queue using C++. So write the first simple program, convert the same program using oops. Now think in this way, how can you write? ठीक है, आपण थांबूया इथं. Sorry for your inconvenience. We are